With my goal in mind to bust the stereotypes, I'm looking at words. I've never looked at the word recluse before, which could just set the record straight. It can be pronounced recluse. Google says recluse or recluse is okay. I like recluse. Basically, I like that pronunciation of recluse. Anyway, I've never looked at the word recluse. Um, it's been used around me, and I've been called recluse. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I thought it meant like old and eccentric or something. So I looked it up to find out what other people are saying. In Urban Dictionary, I read the first like 5 or 6 definitions. None of them mentioned being old. And I'm like, that's good. Synonyms are hermit, of course. Hermits are typically old, but not always. It just means someone who's fed up with society, someone who prefers to be by themselves, solitary life. And that describes me, recluse. But it doesn't, I don't know, to go into it, you just, I don't know if it's recorded anywhere, but when you think of recluse, you think of somebody who's not good with people, who nobody likes, and that doesn't describe me. I mean, I do struggle with interaction, and whenever I don't like confrontation, either positive or negative. So I don't like being around people I don't know. But I am a friendly guy, and people give me they say, well, we really like you. Why don't you stay around more? Why don't you come over? I prefer to be by myself, but I'm not lonely most of the time. I mean, sometimes, of course, everybody gets lonely, but most of the time, I'm not lonely. I'm just alone. I don't know if that really busts apart the stereotype, except for that, thinking that it's like an old, eccentric person. The reason why recluses are often thought of being as eccentric, because they're not like the social norm. Typically, recluses, instead of being crazy, not about sanity, which, yeah, that's up for debate for me, but typically recluses are geniuses, or they're really talented individuals. I feel good when I read that on the definition, because maybe I'm smart. I think I am pretty smart. It's just that I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. That's another word that we could talk about, introvert, because it doesn't mean that you're definitely, shy and stuff. I mean, well, maybe it does. I don't know if it means that or not. Introverts just get their energy from being by themselves, energy alone. That intro, that's what it means. It's not like you're lazy. You just get your energy by yourself. Yes. Another thing I wanted to go into was the word loner, because of how it relates. Because when I was growing up, I was called a loner, and I'm still, sometimes people call me a loner, but usually it's applied to like teenagers. He's a loner, if you don't belong to a group. And I think that's how I am. I don't belong to a group, but everybody likes me, and a lot of people want me in their group, but I'm by myself a lot. That's not the best way to be, because it's good to have somebody, and where two or more are gathered, there God's in their midst. It's we should be together. There's something about me that prefers the solitary life, and that's the recluse part of me, I guess. I'm not lonely usually.